Look up at the rafters, 6 banners forged in the freezing rain of January in the unwavering surgical discipline of the Standard. For 2 seasons, we watched the lights flicker in this stadium. We saw the basement of the AFC East. We saw 413 twice. But tonight, Foxborough is the epicenter of the football universe once again. The New England Patriots are 14-3, champions of the AFC, and preparing for our 12th Super Bowl appearance. The Standard hasn't just been restored, it has been reclaimed with a ferocity that has stunned the league. This resurgence isn't a fluke, it's the result of a leader who understands that in this building, winning isn't just the goal, it's the only acceptable outcome. But before we dissect the blueprint for Santa Clara, you need to be aligned with the system. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and leave your analysis in the comments. Is the Patriot way officially back under Mike Vrabel, or are we just one game away from a reality check? I want to see the football IQ of this fan base down there. Do your job. Execution. That is the currency of Mike Vrabel's New England. This week, the headlines are buzzing about the sacrifice. During an interview on The Greg Hill Show, Vrabel was asked about his infamous 2019 quote, vowing to cut off a certain part of his anatomy for a ring. His response this time? A classic Vrabel pivot. Maybe I'll cut it in half, but I ain't cutting the whole thing off. It's a joke, a moment of levity from a man who has transformed this franchise from a laughingstock back into a juggernaut in just 12 months. But behind the humor is a competitive fire that has galvanized this locker room. He has taken next man up and made it a religion, turning Mr. Irrelevant Kobe Minor into a lockdown corner and Will Campbell into the league's most promising young tackle. Let's look at the technical minutia. To beat Seattle's #1 ranked scoring defense, we must maintain perfect gap integrity and leverage. Mike Macdonald's Seahawks are 4.5-point favorites for a reason. They allow only 17.2 points per game. To counter their elite front seven, our pass protection must identify simulated pressure before the snap. We will utilize Christian Gonzalez's cloud coverage techniques to erase Jackson Smith and Jigba and force Sam Darnold into risky vertical throws. Our red zone efficiency has been the catalyst of this 14-3 run. We aren't just gaining yards, we are finishing drives. We use pre-snap munition to identify defensive shells, and we expect Drake Maye, the sophomore MVP finalist, to use his legs to blunt the Seahawks' pass rush, much like he did against Denver. I spoke with a veteran AFC East scout this morning who said, and I quote, "The Patriots under Vrabel are the most disciplined unit I've graded in a decade. They don't beat themselves." A source inside Gillette Stadium added, "Mike doesn't just coach, he leads by example. When the head man says he'd give up anything for a win, the 53 guys on that roster believe him." Another scout noted, the turnaround of Ramondre Stevenson's ball security since Week 4 is the clearest evidence of the do-your-job philosophy in action. It's surgical. Profile a cornerstone. Look at Christian Gonzalez. He is the biographical successor to Ty Law, a first-team talent whose DNA is linked to the grades. Like Law, he possesses the fluidity to play the boundary and the cerebral discipline of a Teddy Bruschi. He manages the perimeter with a cold-blooded efficiency that has silenced the best in the AFC. Then look at the offensive line, the leadership of Will Campbell. He is the spiritual descendant of Matt Light, a rookie thrown into the fire who refused to burn. They are the guardians of the Kraft era. But let us not confuse a flight to California with a victory. The Seahawks outscored opponents by an average of 12 points this season. Sam Darnold is playing the best football of his life. If we miss a block, if we allow a single mental error, if we forget the weight of those 6 banners for even 1 second, this dream ends in a nightmare. We are the New England Patriots. We have the MVP candidate, we have the coach of the year, and we have a leader who is ready to give up everything to bring that 7th banner home. Seattle may be the favorites, but they are walking into a buzzsaw of Foxborough excellence. We battle on the 8th. We reclaim the throne. Do your job.